The Prophet ﷺ, upon occasion, he was sitting with the Sahaba radiallahu anhu, and he said, through that door, a man will come who is destined for Jannah. And they waited a while, and Sa'd radiallahu anhu came in. And then the next day the Prophet ﷺ was sitting in the masjid, and he said, through that door a man will enter who is destined for Jannah. And Sa'd came in again. And then upon the third day, he said, through that door a man will come in who is destined for Jannah. And Sa'd radiallahu anhu came in again. Abdullah ibn Amr ibn As radiallahu anhu, who was sitting next to the Prophet ﷺ, he wanted to know what was the reason for Sa'd being destined for Jannah. So he made an excuse to remain in the company of Sa'd radiallahu anhu. And he's remained in his company for a day, and he's observing his worship. Nothing spectacular. He worships like other people do. Then he observes him the next day. Nothing spectacular. He worships like the other Sahaba do. And he worships, then he observes him the third day, and there's nothing spectacular about his worship. And upon the third day, he mentions to Sa'd, he says, the reason I accompany you for 3 days was because I heard the Prophet ﷺ say this, and I wanted to know what was the reason for you being destined for Jannah. And Sa'd radiallahu anhu said, this is my worship. This is how I worship every day. Nothing more, nothing less. And when Abdullah ibn Amr ibn As radiallahu anhu was walking away, then Sa'd radiallahu anhu said, one thing does come to my mind. He said, one thing comes to my mind, and that is that every night before I go to sleep, I forgive all those who transgress against me. Subhanallah, this is a man who fought in the battle of Badr. This is a man who fought in the battle of Uhud. This was a man who defeated the superpower of his time. But what is he being given Jannah for? Forgiving other people. Something that we regard as very trivial. You know, you compare our state really with the likes of Sa'd radiallahu anhu. Compare our state with him, that for years will pass, that we will be upset with our brother, with our sister, with our parents, with our friends, and we will not even once ever think about forgiving them. Years will pass, and not once will we ever think, let's forgive this person. Why? Because we believe that if we forgive other people, if we humble ourselves, we will lose our izzah, we will lose our honor. Although the words of the Prophet ﷺ are totally contrary to this. The Prophet ﷺ said, he said, nothing happens to a person who forgives besides the fact that Allah gives him more izzah. He gives him more izzah in this dunya, and he gives him more izzah in the hereafter. This happens. But we will not forgive, because we think that if we forgive other people, and we will justify our own wrongs. You know, every person here, analyze yourself, that we transgress the laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala every single moment of our life, 100 times a day, and we want Allah to forgive us, but we are not ready to forgive other people. But we are not ready to forgive other people. In the time of the Prophet ﷺ, when the munafiqeen began to slander Aisha radiallahu anha, some of the Muslims also became embroiled in this. And there was a person called Mistah, and he was the family of Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. And Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu would actually spend on Mistah, because he was a poor person. And Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu took an oath that after today, I will never spend on Mistah. He took an oath. And then Allah revealed the verses in the Quran that those who have, to the effect that those who have the ability to spend on other people, they should not take oaths. Then Allah says, وَلْيَعْفُوا وَلْيَصْفَحُوا. They should forgive and they should overlook. أَلَا تُحِبُّونَ أَن يَغْفِرَ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ. Do you not wish that Allah forgive you? And when these verses were revealed, Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, he said, indeed we want Allah to forgive us. And then he broke his own oath, and he took another oath that he would never stop spending on Mistah. He would never stop spending on Mistah. What was the sin of Mistah? Let me tell you. The sin of Mistah was that he said that the wife of the Prophet ﷺ, Aisha radiallahu anha, and the daughter of Abu Bakr was having an affair with another person. But you look at Abu Bakr, when Allah revealed the verses in the Quran, even Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, he took an oath that he would never stop spending on Mistah. And Ibn Kathir rahmatullah alayhi mentions over this ayat, he said, Ajza min jins al-amal. He said, Allah will forgive you how you forgive other people. Allah will forgive you how you forgive other people. So if you forgive half-heartedly, Allah will forgive you half-heartedly. And if you forgive and you reconcile ties with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then Allah will forgive you accordingly. The reality is that mine and your state is the fact that we are not ready to forgive other people. This is our state, because we believe that our izzah will go, although the words of the Prophet ﷺ said that your izzah will increase. And the reality is that there are many people that we have transgressed over ourselves, but we will never say sorry to them. We will never ask them to forgive us. The words of the Prophet ﷺ are that if you oppress a person and that person makes a dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that dua goes straight up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And really, we need to think about how we forgive other people, because how we forgive other people, Allah will forgive us. And this is a reality. أَلَا تُحِبُّونَ أَن يَغْفِرَ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ? Do you not wish that Allah forgive you? Every single person here wants Allah to forgive them, and therefore we need to start forgiving people. You know, if anybody has transgressed against you, look, Saad got Jannah for forgiving other people. Saad got Jannah for forgiving other people. And the way you will forgive other people, Allah will forgive you. In the time of Hassan radiallahu anhu, he had a servant, and she came in with a pot of food. And when she came to Hassan radiallahu anhu, she accidentally managed to drop that food upon Hassan radiallahu anhu. And there are a lot of people standing there, and Hassan radiallahu anhu got upset. And these were people of knowledge, and so she recited the ayah, وَالْكَاذِمِينَ الْغَيْظِ. It's an attribute of a believer, that when they are angry, they stop their anger. And it became cool as a cucumber. Then she said, وَالْعَافِينَ عَنِ النَّاسِ. The next part of the verse. And they forgive people. And he said, I forgive you. And then she said, وَاللَّهُ يُحِبُّ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. Allah loves those who do good. Allah loves those who do good. And he said, I've freed you. He said, I freed you. And not only did he free her, there was a person, a noble person there. He gave him the dowry to marry this girl. See, al-jazā'u min jins al-amal. That Allah will forgive you the way you forgive other people. Me, you here believe that if we forgive other people, our izzat will go low, isn't it? We'll humble. But the Prophet ﷺ said, مَا زَادَ اللَّهُ عَبْدًا بِعَفْوٍ إِلَّا عِزًّا. That if a person forgives other people, Allah will increase his status by Allah. Your status by Allah will increase, and Allah will put your muhabba in the people which are around you. And not only that, that Allah will forgive you accordingly. Allah will forgive us accordingly.